Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And the upcoming schedule for Indiana. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Wednesday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. We've got Ivica Zubac. Aaron Nesmith is out there with Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Furphy in at the 3. And for the Knicks, they've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And the Pacers start out with the ball. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
The first free throw is good.
Look, you won't see Zubac stretching the floor, but he is a double-double threat any night of the week. He knows how to put his height and physicality to work, especially on the boards.
And Zubac drops them both. Now here's Brunson. He played a great game against Boston. Hart with a screen on Nembhard. Outside Hart to the middle. Zubac with the steal. There's Nesmith with the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. This their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season.
This team downed them in last year's conference finals, ultimately ending their championship dreams.
Yeah, a bitter pill to swallow, too. I mean, when you face that team again, that's always not just in the back of your head, it's in the front of your mind, too. Getting a win would be some kind of consolation.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Right side, Anunoby. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Hart. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Three-pointer, Bridges. Furphy grabs the miss. Nembhard against Brunson. Zubac inside. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside Nesmith. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Nesmith. So nice passing by Indiana here. Now here's Siakam. 6 to shoot. And here's Zubac. Covered by Towns. Here's Furphy. And Indiana misses again.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
And there's a 3-second violation. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for OG Anunoby.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
Pacers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Top rebounders over the past month. Second, Karl Anthony Towns. Fourth, Ivica Zubac.
Tremendous effort from both of these guys, hitting the boards with a purpose.
And here's Indiana now, trailing by 2. Here's Siakam. Misses the baby hook.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Furphy. And here's Siakam. Here's Furphy, averaging around 5 points a game. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. On defense, the Knicks to the paint. Kicks it out to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get off the shot here. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, he is a legit 7 feet tall, so how hard can it be for Zubac to find the rim? I mean, he's already up there.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. Towns outside. Three-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
When you got a big guy like Towns that can hit from long range, I think it makes your whole team harder to defend.
Siakam outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's New York now. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Hart passes to Bridges. Towns on a screen. And again, New York with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
You know, even when you get physical with Siakam, he can still overpower you because he's versatile and he doesn't mind the contact. He's a difficult cover.
Knicks leading by 7. Right side, Brunson. Shoots over Nembhard. Brunson misses. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Pass to Zubac. Nembhard outside. Puts up a 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Outside Outside Hart. Here's Bridges from the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats. Nembhard against Brunson. Nembhard outside, and the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Brunson against Nembhard. Outside Hart. Anunoby passes to Towns. Back to Anunoby. Here's Hart. New York again can't hit.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Nembhard. Now Siakam. Lets it go from deep. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Towns a screen on Nembhard. Towns outside. The three ball. He drops it from range. Towns has got 11 points.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Siakam with it. Towns covering. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, I really like the focus and force there from Siakam to fight through the contact, give himself a chance to tack on a free throw.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort, and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end. Throwing it down hard. Robinson was fully committed on that one.
Pass to Siakam. And he banks in the layup. Siakam's got his third bucket of the night.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Brunson finds Bridges. Hart passes to Brunson. Back to Hart. Excellent D there from Siakam.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
Zubats with a screen on Hart. Spins. Pass to Nembhard. The three is up. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. 7-point differential. Now Brunson. Indiana with a rebound. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And Neesmith gets it to go.
Neesmith very efficient in the catch and shoot situations.
New York leading by 4. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Back to you, Brian.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. in for Hart, and it's Jose Alvarado in for Brunson. Then for Indiana, Shepard comes in for Neesmith, and T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nimhart. Anunoby against Siakam. Clarkson outside. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Shepard.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And now the Knicks on the break. Three-pointer, Bridges. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Siakam. He has 7. Pass to McConnell. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And New York has possession. They lead by 4. Pass to Robinson. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
New York making a switch here. Huck Porty's checked in. McConnell outside. Now here's Zubats. Robinson defending. Pass to Siakam. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Clarkson. 4 on the clock. McConnell from outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York leading by 4. Now Alvarado. Coming off a 12-point game. Clarkson outside. Indiana with a rebound. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. Siakam outside. Pass to McConnell. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Boy, gritty finish by McConnell right there. Boy, it's not easy to get through contact like that.
.10 left in the first quarter here. Alvarado with it. Yet to see a basket. Here's Shaman. To the inside. Clarkson outside. Shoots over Shepard. Man, that one's good. Clarkson. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Nice change of direction with the ball and with the body. Nice strong move by JC.
Pass to Shepard. Siakam outside. There's the screen. There's the drive. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Porty. He's covered by Siakam. Here's Shaman. Fires the 3. They get it again. Down low. Tipped. And here's McConnell. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More 2K action in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
They've got Landry Shamet. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. New York has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Here's Shamet. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Now, that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Shepard after the basket by New York on the other end. Out of bounds, it'll be New York's ball. And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Now here's Alvarado. No points yet. Here's Towns. Towns brushes him off.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Indiana trailing here. Pass to Huff. Here's Shepard. Inside. Robinson with a steal. Fast break. Here comes New York. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
So it's the Pacers now, after the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Jones. Here's Huff. Robinson defending. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. And it's New York with a rebound. Coming into this, having knots to win against Boston in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Towns.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time, and he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Huff. Neesmith comes in for Jones, and it's Nembhard in for McConnell.
He's about as calm as you can be at the stripe.
Pacers trail by 6. Nembhard to pass to Neesmith. Walker sets a screen. Now here's Neesmith. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. The deep ball by Siakam.
A solid three-point shooter. Siakam forcing that defense to extend out on him.
And New York has possession. Pass to Shamet. Launches it. Here's Towns. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Nembhard, the pass to Walker. set the pick. Here's the three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, look at Siakam using his size and that length to pull in the miss and get a look of his own.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
And the Knicks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Checking out the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been scorching the Nets from Reigns the last 10 games. The Knicks, second.
These guys have been spacing the floor, spreading out the defense, and getting the three-point shots they want as opposed to settling for badly.
Now here's Brunson. No made baskets yet. To the left side wing. Towns against Walker. Clock at 6. Towns passes to Brunson. Over Nembhard. And again, the Knicks missing. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 3. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Here's Clarkson after the basket by Indiana on the other end. Here's the floater. Towns drops the hammer.
Exactly what they needed from Towns, using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
Pacers trail by 3. Here's Nembhard. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Pass to Shepherd. There's the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Intercepted.
And they've struggled on D at times this season. They're only among the top 20 in the league in opponent scoring. They suffered too many lapses at that end of the court.
And that assist per game stat is a real positive for them. This squad has no trouble finding ways to move the ball and get the whole team involved. And he drops him first. And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Alvarado. And the Pacers also making a change. Furphy's checked in. And so he's able to get one of 2. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Anunoby. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Aaron Nesmith picks one up.
Anunoby goes right into the defender that time, giving his body up on that play.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
At free throw's good from Anunoby.
You know, for me, OG Anunoby is the definition, the epitome of a high-effort player. He gives you great effort all the time at both ends of the floor, and he's only concerned with impacting winning.
And the Pacers making a change here. Walker's checked in. Both free throws good from Anunoby.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Outside Walker. Pass to Siakam. Now Neesmith. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Just 5 to shoot. Nembhard for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Towns on a screen to the inside. Towns doing some work on the interior.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
33.
Pacers trail by 6. Pass to Siakam. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That was a case of Pascal Siakam forcing the action and being able to draw the foul.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the strike.
The first one falls.
You know, Siakam didn't start playing hoops until his late teens, so he was raw coming into the league, and now he's one of the most skilled big men in the association.
Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Siakam hits them both. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let me hear Knicks fans. Coming onto the court now is your Knicks attack squad. Let's go!
New York leading by 4. Bridges outside. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Now here's Hart. Bridges, a screen on Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Nembhard. Outside Neesmith. Nembhard, a screen on Bridges. Neesmith passes to Nembhard. And he converts the layup.
That took a little extra effort from Nembhard, but the juice was worth the squeeze.
Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Screen by Robinson. Bridges passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And here's Indiana now. After the basket by New York. Here's Nembhard. Outside Walker. Now Siakam. Robinson defending. Siakam in the post. Working on Robinson. Siakam, no good. New York leading by 4. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. BA, back to you.
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Zubats, he's checked in for Walker.
13 foul. Mikal Bridges at the line.
That's good from Bridges.
One of the NBA's Iron Men, Mikal Bridges has remained remarkably healthy and efficient for most of his career so far.
Now here's Nembhard. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. 4-3, connects from downtown. Nembhard's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I tell you, Nembhard will take that all day. He's become a pretty reliable three-point shooter.
Robinson finds Brunson. Screen by Robinson. Three-pointer, Bridges. They get it back. Robinson passes to Hart. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hart's got 5 points.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And here's Indiana now, after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Siakam looking it over. Can't get that one to go. Now he's 8 for 13. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Pass to Siakam. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Indiana.
Hey, when it comes to his three-point shot, I think those corners are where Pascal Siakam is the most effective.
Knicks leading by 4. Now Bridges. 14 points for him last game against the Celtics in Boston. The kick out to Brunson. Screen by Hart. To the paint. Goes back up. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pacers trail by 6. Outside Neesmith. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Neesmith. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. 6 to shoot. Here's Furphy. Anunoby covering. And here's Siakam for 3. Siakam missing again. New York has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Hart passes to Bridges. Excellent D there from Siakam.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second in opponent points per game, and they're one of the better rebounding teams in the league. Top 10 in the NBA on the boards. Their bigs have used their length to seal the glass.
And you pointed out their number 2 ranking in points allowed. This is a tough team. They don't rest on the defensive end. They make you work for every point. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. 2K leaderboard showing us the assist leaders over the last month. And you look at Nembhard, talk about a floor leader, 3rd overall in assists.
His teammates trust that if they get open, he will find them. They're really in a groove right now.
That's good from Siakam. He does not get the second one. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the 2nd NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Robinson, he's checked in for New York.
Fourth team foul. OG Anunoby at the line. One shot.
That free throw's good from Anunoby. We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Pass to Siakam. Here's Furphy. Still no points. Zubac with a screen on Anunoby. The Pacers again can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Brunson. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Nembhard against Brunson. Pass to Zubac. Here's Furphy. Now here's Neesmith. From behind the arc. Furphy, no good. Knicks leading by 8. Bridges passes to Brunson. Back to Bridges. Screen by Hart. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
The Pacers have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Siakam against Hart. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Knicks, up 11. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. And Coach, I heard you talking to your team about closing out on shooters. What were the breakdowns that stood out to you in the first half?
A couple of times there was an offensive rebound, and we just got to spray out and find shooters. That's one way that a lot of teams in the league are getting threes now. We just got to do a better job of finding those guys.
It's hard to be perfect. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. Thinking about the shot. You almost had it. Let's hear it for the participant.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Looking at the Knicks, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Indiana Pacers.
If you're shooting under 30% from three, try to find another way to score, man. This is crazy, Shaq.
Yeah, being one-dimensional, they're making it too easy on the defense.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executed.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's Brunson. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's Furphy in at the three, the small forward. Anunoby can't get it to go. And here's Indiana now. Inside. It's tipped. Nembhard against Towns. Pass to Brunson. Out to Bridges. Launches a three. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here's Nembhard. To the inside. And they're on the run. Nice move. Jams it in off a great move.
Anunoby uses his quickness and athleticism to make himself a force in transition.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Nesmith. Siakam outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Josh Hart always ever active, doing a good job defensively with the block there.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Knicks leading by 16. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Towns. With the fadeaway. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Indiana shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. To the paint to stop the run. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Here's Bridges following the bucket by the Pacers. The shot by Towns, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Left side, Nesmith. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. Aaron Nesmith.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent. and just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's the pick. Pass to Furphy. Stolen by Anunoby. And now the Knicks on the break. And that one is stuffed right through.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
Knicks lead 68-50.
Siakam with it. 25 points in the game. Zubac with a screen on Hart. Here's Furphy. Anunoby covering. Shot clock at 6. Zubac with a screen on Brunson. Here's Nembhard. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, Nembhard is full of craftiness as a player and really understands how to draw fouls.
These are his first free throws of the game.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does. And Andrew Nembhard continues to prove his steadiness. I mean, he's a reliable floor general. He doesn't play outside of himself, always seems to be under great control.
Now here's Robinson. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Outside Brunson. Sends it home from three-point land. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
High post Siakam. Hart's there. Siakam, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Knicks lead 73-51.
The Pacers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Nembhard, the pass to Zubac. Pass to Siakam. And here's Nesmith. He's guarded by Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. Nembhard for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now. Now Bridges. Now Robinson. Pass to Anunoby from downtown. And again, New York with the triple.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Knicks lead
The Pacers shooting the ball at 48% so far. Down low. Here's Nesmith. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Mikal Bridges. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
And the free throw, no good.
You look at Aaron Nesmith's career, and, you know, he was on a loaded Boston Celtics roster. Got traded in 2022, and now that he's gotten more playing time, he's made the most of his opportunity.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Mikal Bridges. At the line, 1 shot.
And that one misses. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Siakam. Zubats, screen. Siakam, the pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Pascal has excellent versatility, and he can make plays for others.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Pacers with a rebound. And now Indiana on the fast break. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Knicks leading by 23. Bridges outside. New York working the ball around now. And Anunoby finds Bridges. And here's Brunson. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Brunson's got 11 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
The Pacers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Spacing, ball movement, it's been a strong suit of theirs.
And that third place ranking in assists. It speaks to how this team is unselfish offensively. They understand basketball is the ultimate team game. And here's Zubats. He's got 10. Here's Furphy. Nembhard, right side, and a missed layup.
He was just a touch more efficient tonight. I think the score would look a lot different.
On the break, looking to get it going. And he throws it down with one hand.
Nice finish, Nembhard. Getting it done, pushing it on the break.
And New York has possession. Bridges outside. Outside Anunoby. Outside Brunson. With some arc. The rebound by Nembhard. The Pacers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Outside Walker. Here's Furphy. Still without a bucket. Pass to Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. Zubats with a screen on Bridges. Good on the bucket.
Well, when you defend the Nembhard pick and roll, you're kind of expecting him to make the pass. That was a pretty clever move by him to keep it himself.
Now here's Bridges. 16 points for him. Brunson misses. The Pacers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Knicks leading by 20. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. To the middle. Here's Robinson, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
He had a really rough game at the line last time out. He struggled to get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
Free throw good, Robinson.
And, you know, Robinson's length is really impressive, and he uses it quite well to wipe away shots. He is an elite rim protector.
Here's Shepard, and right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Stolen by Bridges. 3-on-3. Anunoby against Walker. Here's Bridges. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Bridges knew there was daylight, using his sleight of hand to get the bucket.
For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Pass to Shepard. Zubac, screen. Inside. Robinson with a steal. Here's the break. Nembhard against Clarkson. Uses the glass on the layup. Clarkson's got his second basket of the game.
Transition defense, not matching up well with Clarkson's speed there.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Now Zubac. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Shepard. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. There's Nesmith with the 3. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Shepard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Knicks, Dadier, he's checked in for Anunoby. Shamet comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Then for Indiana, Huff's checked in for Zubac. Siakam comes in for Nesmith. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. And that's good as he hits both shots. 1:52 left in the third quarter. New York has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by McConnell. Clarkson's gone just 2 of 6 shooting. 33%. You know, looking at T.J. McConnell's start in the NBA, is it fair to say his days during the process era of the Sixers helped him, Clark?
I don't think there's any question, but I think PJ came to the game with an edge. I watched him play in high school and couldn't take my eyes off of him because he just made plays, whether it was stealing the ball, pressuring the ball, driving and creating for teammates. I mean, he plays with such confidence and energy and tenacity. He's a valuable player to have in your second unit.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. The teardrop. Here's Huff. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Clarkson. A quick shot there. It's off target. Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Shepard. Now here's Walker. Here's Shepard. 5 to shoot. Siakam, the pass to Walker. And here's Shepard for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Dagier, shot is off. Here's Huff. Robinson defending. Robinson with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. Moving it up. Here's Dagier. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so it's New York, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. No blow-bys.
And Coach Carlisle preaching strong defense there.
Yeah, basic fundamentals. Doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on this end.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Alvarado in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. McConnell, Alvarado with a rebound. Knicks shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Towns for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Here's McConnell. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Boy, it's a big bonus for this team when Towns is engaged and making an impact defensively.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Alvarado. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Sinks that one from the post.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. Walker sets a screen to the inside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Now here's Alvarado. From 13, it's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Over to the left wing. Here's Huff. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Clarkson outside. Towns for 3. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 4 rebounds in the game.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Huff Good.
There's not a ton of time left, but they're still in the game.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
Now here's Towns. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
McConnell passes to Siakam. Pass to Huff. Takes the three. And it's New York with a rebound. Now here's Alvarado. Here's Clarkson. Alvarado. The rebound by Shepard. Pacers trail by 18. McConnell right side. Shoots from the right block. Alvarado with a rebound. Alvarado's got 4 rebounds now. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Diawara. He's covered by Siakam. For 3. And the basket by Shaman.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Murphy's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Shepard. Alvarado defending. Pass to Shepard. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Zubats, he's checked in for Walker. Neesmith comes in for Shepard. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for McConnell.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. He's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
Nembhard. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Second team foul. Andrew Nembhard at the line. 2 shots.
shooting 2.
That's good from Nimhart. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Josh Hart's checked in for Alvarado. Nimhart hits them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. 5 on the clock. And the layup is good off the glass. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And after a difficult start to the game, he's flipped the script here.
The Pacers have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Back to Nimhart. Siakam left side. Some nice passing by Indiana here. And he can't get that one. Hart with the defensive effort.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Down low. Here's Towns. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Outside Neesmith. Nimhart, a screen on Bridges. Outside Neesmith. Zubats finds Siakam. 16 feet out. That one's wide left. And here's New York now. They're on a 10-2 run here to the paint. Oh, deflected. Zubats with the steal. Here's Furphy. Brunson defending. Fades. And it's good. 2 points. Furphy's got his first 2 points. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Brunson against Nimhart. The floater, and that one's good. Brunson's got 15 points here in the second half.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Here's Furphy. 6 on the shot clock, and the baseline jumper, no good.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Hart passes to Brunson. Here's Towns. Indiana with a rebound. Zubats has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Nimhart outside. Pass to Siakam. And here's Zubats. Here's Furphy. Anunoby covering. Nimhart for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had 1 since. Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
180.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. Pass to Zubats. Nimhart outside. Here's Furphy from deep. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for 1 more. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. So New York ends up going with a whole new group.
Furphy. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Now here's Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Shamet passes to Alvarado. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Now Nimhard. Pass to Furphy. Takes a 3. That shot missing. The Knicks have gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. Here's Diawara. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Indiana's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Neesmith's shot is off.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been a benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Dadier. He's covered by Siakam. Pass to Shamet. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Indiana shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. Outside Neesmith. Nimhard outside. Now here's Siakam. Buries it from 3. Siakam's got 28 points for the game.
When Siakam catches fire, he's hard to extinguish. I mean, his hot streaks go real hot.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. And Neesmith, here we go. Lets it go from 11. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Knicks leading by 21. Here's Kolek. Pass to Dadier. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Pacers ball.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam.
Substitution for the Knicks. Diawara. Jose Alvarado.
Pacers trail by 21. Nimhard with it. Pass to Siakam. The shot no good. And the Knicks shooting 41% here in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Karl Anthony Towns.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Shaman. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Shepard. And there's a pick. The kick out to Walker. Here's Shepard. Jones from outside. And the miss. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And now, time for our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.